All right, y'all. I'm starting this recording because I finally found somebody who actually says something from the female's perspective about females, which is very, very, very hard to find. And, me personally, I don't think I've ever been with a female that I've actually broken up with, or if I did stop dealing with a female, it's probably because I didn't have a relationship with her and we was just, I guess toying around with each other. And then maybe I broke it off with her because I didn't like something she was doing or whatever and didn't want to deal with it no more. I don't think I've ever had a real relationship where I was the one who actually said bye-bye. I'm very patient. I got the patience of a kindergarten teacher. So if I give up on you, then it is what it is. And at the age of 48, I don't think I've ever been in a position in my life ever to where I'm giving up on the whole aspect. I've analyzed it over and over and over again. And just from the perspective of time alone, just perspective of time, never mind money, never mind anything else, emotions, anything, just time alone, it's simply not worth it. Simply not worth it. Just time alone. But I want to hear you. I want you to hear what she's got to say about it all. Can't find too many women online that's talking like this. And I have not heard. I've only heard 5 minutes out of an hour and 43 minutes of what she's got to say. But I think it's amazing already. So amazing that I want to record it so you can give your stance on it.
Let's get into it. We must get into it. Let's get into it.
Anxious to hear what she's got to say.
So many of us as modern women, right? We have made it extremely easy and have made men extremely comfortable with walking away and never looking back. We have been spoiled because the whole time men have been actually doing us a favor. Hear me out. Men have actually been doing a lot of us, quote unquote, modern day women favors.
Even if you get more from welfare than that person
by
gets
tolerating you, trying to save you, trying to help you, and still giving you the traditional treatment.
Even while having no income at all.
Men have
literally hustling.
Been required.
Don't know where your next dollar coming from, but still looking out.
Continue to make sure that they are providing, right? Making the woman's life
when a person
easy.
Get like 3+ every month.
Protecting her. Looking out for the children. Busting his ass, going to work. Men have been
when still person never worked
required to be traditional men.
Even that on top of
do what traditional men do. Stay in their traditional roles. While a lot of us can be modernized. Oh, I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I'm not submitting.
I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning.
Hell, a lot of us like to be single within our own damn marriages and relationships.
I want you to give it all, but you ain't giving it.
We have a big issue with even committing to a man. We want to date. And I'm going to be real with you. A lot of females have watered down
to date
and demonized what it is to date.
The reason why they dating is because they
so while some of you ladies are out there like, well, I'm genuinely dating. Like, I'm just trying to, scope men out, get a good feel for a man, and, I'm not having sex with him. I'm just talking to them. But because so many of us modern day women, us females of today, don't want to commit and just want to reap all of the benefits and be hold out hoes and disguise it as dating, even the women that are genuinely dating and authentically dating, you still look a particular way. But that's what a lot of females have been on. And you've had men, which is very surprising, considering the broad brush that a lot of females try to paint men with, especially black men. Let's be real. When it comes to men, a lot of women try to make it seem as though you guys are the ones that don't want to commit, that don't want to settle down. You guys are the ones that like to just hit it and quit it. You are the guys that just want to kick it. And from what I've been seeing, it is the men that actually want commitment and marriage and families. The men want that. It's the women that just want to date. I just want to live my life and have different experiences.
That's all they talk about. See, y'all argue. Other men, or you too stupid to catch it. What they think you doing? What they talk about?
And so men have actually been spoiling a lot of us.
Give me a hand. I'm running 1,000,000 miles with this shit.
They've been spoiling us by allowing us to do whatever the hell we want. Treat them any old kind of way. Keep them in a rotation. And so hopefully one day, someday, we finally see his work. Men have been spoiling the hell out of us. But now, here's the thing, you guys.
I give you $10 and you cheat on me. You already paid for it. You can best believe that. I don't even give a hell if you're not my girl.
Men have been taken advantage of and taken for granted and pushed away and shamed
anybody anything
so much
playing all sides
by a lot of the women of today by simply doing us favors. Let's be clear. Ready and willing to risk it all for us. Let's be clear. Men are now at a point to where they're walking away and they don't mind being alone.
They're screaming shit like self-life.
Y'all have messed it up.
Self.
Women, a lot of us have messed it up.
Truth.
And like I said, even surprisingly to me, like, I was noticing and seeing so many men, like, I desire family. I desire commitment. I desire marriage. I desire to have a woman. I want to provide for a woman, take care of a family. Like, men have been wanting that.
Actually told my mother that, which she just now said.
More and more men become more and more comfortable with the idea of not having any of that.
From a time perspective,
because men are valuing and desiring their peace.
I would never waste
over
my time, ever share my time with no one. I'll share it with myself.
Hi, my name is Jim Rickards, and I have an important message for all privacy-loving Americans. Something very concerning is playing.
And even while you're thinking of wasting my time, I'm not wasting my time. At least case scenario, I'm doing due diligence, studying.
Now hear me out with this.
Preparing myself to be better. No time.
Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Thank you, Joseph. He says black women need to work with us. But here's the thing, Joseph. And that's my brother's name, by the way. Here's the thing, Joe. Because so many black women, not all of us, it's a shame I have to keep saying that, but
yeah, I get to the point,
I feel like it is important for us to make the distinctions because so many of us don't. We overgeneralize everything. Black men ain't shit. Black men ain't that. Black women ain't shit. Black men. And so it's important to say not all, even though it does get like tired and played and through, right? But so many of us, Joe, we make it very difficult for you to work with us. We constantly push you to the edge. And when you're hanging on for dear life, we want to stomp on your fingers.
The same fingers trying to help you.
And y'all know what so
Same
many of
fingers
y'all do,
giving and
especially
not
my
asking.
brothers. So many brothers, so many black men.
Ain't asking for
when
nothing.
they
Just
step
keep
on your
giving.
fingers,
That finger.
while you're dangling from the damn cliff and from the edge, y'all know what y'all do?
Leave. If you can't, set forth to.
Y'all will then try to reach up.
If it takes you fucking 10 years building stock, you just put yourself in a position.
Rub on her. Caress her and say,
sure
oh,
never in
baby,
that position
it's
again,
okay.
no
I understand why you stomping on my fingers. Who hurt you? Let me fix it. See, when women do it, it's like, who hurt you? In a condescending way, very sarcastic like. But black men, y'all really want to know who hurt you.
Hell yeah.
And how can I fix it? How can I resolve it?
Go knock that nigga right off the top.
Bleeding
like
fingers and all,
fingers.
broken fingers and all. Let me rub on you. You don't know no better. That's what
While y'all
do.
contemplating other men, and then wonder why at 50 you're single, and everybody on your block is too, in your zip code.
But now, so many of y'all
Raised a bunch of grandkids single.
Right? So now you're no longer dangling from that edge. Thank you. Is
Big
it
ass family picture
Dodge
with no man
or
in it.
Doggy Skywalker? Yup. Hold on. When you guys are letting go,
Give it right back to the street.
You're actually realizing that you can fly.
Right give it to the street.
Whoopsie.
She get more, go let her get more. Leave. Give her plenty chance.
See, so many of y'all thought that, well, I don't want to let go because if I let go, everything's going to fall apart. Everything's going to crumble.
Let you know before it's too late. Before I click. I can't take the shit.
If my woman is failing, I'm going to fail too. Nah, baby. And that's the reality that a lot of us have to deal with. Is the fact that when black men turn their backs and walk away and let go, y'all actually are flourishing. We know not how we fucked up.
One thing we will do is get money if we ain't spending our time booed up. That's
y'all
one
let
thing
go
for
and
true.
realize y'all had wings.
Every time I stop
y'all know what a lot of y'all are doing,
money, like right now.
Flying overseas.
Every time I got booed up, I was broke.
Now again, we took a poll earlier in our dope discussion. Right? We took a poll in our dope discussion. And a lot of y'all are still flying around here. Right? But the difference is you guys are being very selective with who you choose to land for. A lot of y'all are perfectly okay and fine with flying by yourself. It's peaceful up here. It's less cluttered up here. I like this. So when I do land, it better damn be worth it. Hit 400. I like the video. Thank you, S. DeLeon. He says, it's sad but true. My father has told me many of his male friends that have what the women are looking for would rather go to work and just go home.
To anyone struggling with their phone bill, Text Now is here to help. Get a real phone number and stay connected for zero.
Motherfuckers see that shit a million miles away. Ain't buying that bullshit. I'll be lucky nigga even try.
And you know what, S. DeLeon?
It's
really
beat somebody else. Because that's all they want in the first
make
place.
it bad for the women that do desire to be married. They want husbands. They do desire to live out the traditional roles. right? They understand what it is to be a woman for a man. But because so many of us make it extremely, excruciatingly hard on men, a lot of men would rather just go to work and go home and be alone by them damn selves. They don't even want to turn around and, see what else is out there. Like, a lot of men are walking away. A lot of men are done. And it's because a lot of y'all have realized you really don't get a lot of bang for your buck. You just don't.
No,
especially when it comes to a lot of the females of today. I gotta be real with you. Like, it's very much so a trade-off that is unequally yoked. This woman gets a lot more, while I get maybe a little bit of something that I honestly could do on my own and do for myself probably better. I'm gonna be real. And a lot of men are realizing that.
The only reward.
A lot of men are realizing that the things that a lot of these females are ready and willing to do, I can do on my own with less drama.
Fucking funny. Everybody's fucking
less fight, less friction, less argument, and more peace.
Everything.
If me having a woman just to fucking cook, like, if that's all of the perk that I get is a female that can cook.
I'll go bust my ass and stack my chips.
What the fuck do I need that for? You mean to tell me that I'm expected to provide, protect, lead, teach, take care of a whole family?
Stress no more. Not over this bullshit. Not over nothing I can't.
Have all of that weight on my shoulders for what? Somebody that's gonna make a burrito?
Busting my ass to make sure
I will go to Taco Bell, or I will go to Whole Foods and buy my own ingredients and again chill. Men are starting to realize, damn, I'm really not getting that much for what I have to put up with and what I have to dish out. The things that I am required to do, it is not worth it. What's the use in having a female that's going to cook you something, but then she's going to complain all day, she's going to bitch all day, she's going to try to emasculate you all day, she's going to come with a bunch of these unrealistic standards and deadlines for you to meet? Like, is it really worth it just to say I got a bitch at home cooking? Is it? And men are realizing, no, it's not. A lot of the females, let's be real, another reason why a lot of men are, ready and willing to be alone is the simple fact that when a lot of us get into relationships, we become very relaxed, very lazy.
Get fat and shit.
A lot of us are lazy lovers.
Like, literally.
So you do all of this to get this woman. Then when you finally get her, you realize she ain't sucking it, she ain't riding it.
What kind of picture is this?
She gonna complain all damn day.
Shit, they just running their mouth.
Like, what the, like, so a lot of men are also realizing that it's better to be alone because, again, when a lot of them enter into these relationships with these females, right? Not women. I'm not talking about you, sis. If it don't apply, let it fly. But I gotta be honest.
You ain't never complain about a gut. What kind of shit is this?
These are the issues that my brothers are running into, which is why they are finding it more easy and more comfortable being by themselves. You do all of this, and then you enter into a relationship, and that's when the female want to get even lazier. You were already lazy beforehand, but at least you were doing something because you felt like you had to do something in order to get me.
If it is, it's TV dinner.
Now that you got me, you feel like you're going to always have me. And that's why a lot of us start to become very lazy in our relationships because it's like, mission accomplished. I can relax now.
Jesus Christ, I ain't even go on her.
So you mean to tell me, again, I'm required to provide, protect, lead, teach, love, and then I get into a relationship with a female that once she has me, feels like I'm not going to go anywhere and she can just be lazy and relax? And all the shit that she did to get me is out the window now. Again, I would rather be alone. And y'all know what's really crazy to it all? Here's the kicker to all of that. Men are starting to see that when they are alone and single by themselves, maybe having a few in rotation, they get more out of it that way. So again, relationships and marriage are becoming more and more obsolete.
In rotation, give a few men over 10 years.
Because why try to commit to one female to where once she feels like she has me, she becomes more lazy, when I can go out there and be a bachelor or just be, you know, a guy out here living my best life alone with a rotation to where I can get her to do this, her to do that, her to do that. And then when all this fails and I don't want to be bothered at all, I can do exactly that. I don't have to come home to somebody in my space and in my face demanding a bunch of bullshit.
Takes money,
especially when I don't get anything out of it.
Money. I'm aiming after. I hate
That's
it.
That's the craziest part to it all. And when I say this, I don't say this
a lot of money
to make it something that
and that's what I'll earn.
Is acceptable.
Peace and serenity.
But I gotta be real. Y'all know your little big sister gotta be real, right?
And I'm gonna pay for it cash.
This is also why a lot of men will string women along.
April was a beautiful wife, but you gotta move on.
Everybody's talking, but nobody's listening. Can we hear it again?
We can hit 500. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I'm gonna be real with you.
I love real.
I'm not here to lie to anybody.
Thank you.
Men or women.
Thank you.
We are the first ones to complain about men not being serious, men not doing what they need to do, men playing games.
AKA providing for you and kids from another
contribute to that
man
shit.
or something.
I gotta be honest. This is why men will string women along. Even the gentleman.
A gentleman, AKA me.
So we're not even just talking about Pookies and Ray Rays. You even have
Captain Save the World.
High-standing gentlemen that will still string women along. Why? Because they notice the difference. They notice that when I am in the auditioning stages, that's when they pull out all the works.
Switch up on your ass.
I've noticed that when I'm not fully committing to her, she the need to do the most because, again, she's trying to get me. But what did I say earlier? A lot of times, once females feel like they have you, then they get lazy. But again, during the whole dating, right? That's when I get the most respect, sex, attention. I get all the sweet nothings because, again, you're trying to get me. You're trying to obtain me. But once you have me, that shit goes by the wayside. This is why a lot of gentlemen will also string women along.
Can you not with it?
Y'all give us 500. I know your little business. I'm not gonna lie. And you know why else? A lot of even gentlemen will string women along. Because a lot of us have made it extremely difficult for them to trust us.
Sit right there talking about different dudes right in front of your face every 5 minutes. You don't talk about a different dude.
There we go. Y'all give us 515 likes. Hear me out, y'all. Yeah, y'all smash that like button like Treehouse 2022 just said. He said, that's a good one. Yep. Hold on now. Some gentlemen will even string females along because, not even on purpose. Let me put it like this. Now, you do have some that will purposefully string a woman along because it's like, well, I get more bang for my buck during this time frame. But once I actually commit, then all that shit got out the window. So you got that element. Something that it makes it okay, because it's not. Okay, nobody should be played with, man or woman. But I want to be honest enough and real enough to go into the different levels and layers so we can know maybe the whys. Again, not excusing it, but just giving you some background as to why. Because a lot of us play games once we enter into the relationship. All of that shit go out the window once we're in the relationship. Mm-hmm. Now, another layer to it, even when it comes to gentlemen, while they will string us along, even not on purpose, is because they don't trust us. So they actually want to commit. They actually want to be in a relationship with, but because a lot of females are unworthy, I have to flesh this out. This is what you're really about.
Try not to hard, not to call you a
so no, I'm not being in rush into something because I have to, if this is truly who you are.
You'd be stupid to trust you. You don't even trust his money around.
This is why they'll 3 months, a year before it's like, okay, like we can go ahead and make this official. A lot of us be playing games. Niji, appreciate you. I'm gonna read that in a second. I'm gonna read all of y'all in a second. I appreciate all of y'all. I see.
You're hitting the
but this is what's going on, and a lot of us don't realize it. And on top, ladies, a lot of us of the BS behaviors, have a lot of the BS mentalities and mind states and lifestyles that a lot of, no good females practice and have.
City slickers, AK.
And so we could really start to look like liabilities to men from all over. Every angle, you're a liability. This is why more and more are finding themselves alone and being okay with it. See, it used to be a point to where brothers, especially, you know what? I desire to be married really with my family, to take care of some of my life, and they were really willing to settle.
I get a divorce, the half is hers, whether she worked for it or not. It's half. A little bit the whole time.
You shouldn't have to miss the moments that matter to your family.
What color is that?
She by any really means necessary. You the whole way. You on your way to the mill, but half of it.
But now it's like, no, I still desire those things. Don't get me wrong, but it's not
like you before
in this desperate attempt to obtain it.
She couldn't stand.
There's no other attempt to attain it, to where it's like, oh, okay, well, even if she ain't shit and she got all these damn kids and she got all the baby daddies and she's disrespectful, I'll just work with her and then I can change her and get her to do better and that's done. Thank you, Andrew.
Unfortunately,
that's done. So even in my poll earlier, where you had a lot of men saying, you know what, I'm not giving up on American black women.
Do you care?
I still love my sisters. I still got hope for y'all. Although that is still the case.
I ain't gonna judge what you are. Do you aspire to do a piece better?
They're not ready and willing to do those things.
What supposed to do
on very risky levels.
Suffer too.
So, for example, you have brothers like, yeah, I'm not giving up, but I'm also not placing myself directly in harm's way, to where it's like,
I still know you.
Without a shadow of a doubt, this is gonna fuck me up. I'm not doing that.
I'll befriend you.
It has to be a circumstance to where, maybe she just needs a little correction or a little direction, but it's not going to be something that's going to kill me in the process. I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. But when it comes to my sisters that maybe, just need a little bit of adjusting, yeah, I'll work with her.
Yeah, you'll work with her.
So there's still practicing even trying to help you and
But
quote unquote save you
some is literally
with limitations.
Unsalvageable.
It is not done at the same rate, to the same extent or capacity as it once was.
That person has no inspiration to be better. It's dead.
And what's really scary for a good majority of y'all is the fact that men are not ready and willing to take a chance or a risk on you at all. So you're not even one of the select few of women that they are ready and willing to take a chance on. It's like, oh, you're too much of a risk. You're too much of a liability. You're too dangerous.
No job, no money, no.
I would hurt myself touching you.
What the?
See, it used to be a point to where men were ready and willing to hurt them damn self to help you. That's dead.
You can't salvage nothing.
I'm not going to hurt myself.
She ain't got no.
But I am ready to step in if I feel like it's worth. Y'all give us 611 likes. And like I said, since a good chunk of us are not the type that is worth the headache, worth the sacrifice, worth the scars, men are perfectly okay with being alone.
Have her family.
And boy, oh boy, have y'all fucked it up. Not only for yourselves,
you better do it the right
but
person.
the other women around you.
Not you just be
because here's the thing, it's going to come a point in time to where you're going to realize your faults and flaws, and you're going to want a man to take a risk on you.
Everybody bummed.
Like, yeah, I messed up, but I got it now. Yeah, to be that way. I got it now. Please work. Please see my value. See my. And they're going to keep high alone. So y'all have no idea how much you it up, because it's gonna come it's a matter of when. When that time comes, like damn, all these men are overseas. All these men are by themselves. All these men, already have their woman.
That usually happens around 40 to 50.
Whatever the case.
The man you got, he's already married to somebody else. But you're willing to take that.
And it's going to sting something terribly.
The last 5 guys you met, they already got somebody. But you're willing to deal with it because you're older.
So y'all
now.
are really messing it up.
Gravity starts to pull at your body.
And
your body
other
don't
women
look the same, so you're settling for less.
Because by a majority of us being on bullshit, men just see us all the same. Thank you, Big Black Bubba. I appreciate it. Hold on, I'll read all that in a second.
In other words, you twerked and
Joseph
twerked and twerked.
says, women of other races are catering to us now. Exactly.
You should have settled down for your last 5 years.
And not only just different races, but different cultures.
You found somebody to accept you for
because here's the thing, you guys, black men desire black women.
To get your big bang
we
for
know
the buck.
That.
You still shopping.
We know that.
Go ahead, keep shopping. There ain't nobody shopping.
And I know how much we trash y'all black men, but we desire y'all too.
Everything done fell apart. Now you got to compete with your beat up brain and your beat up body.
Put a price on connection.
We absolutely do. We desire y'all too. But when it comes to men, you guys are able to go and get you a different type of woman to where extremely complimentary lives.
The most revered planet on the planet.
It's not even other races of women that don't, no. Y'all can very well go somewhere else and get you a black woman
10 times
raised in a different culture or different upbringing to where she can add value to your lives. You can absolutely do that.
City slick.
And it would be seamless. As far as the tradition.
Can't settle down with fellas.
Or not the tradition transition. Right?
To the
because you get a more woman to be complimentary to get more traditional
girl. Facebook, OnlyFans,
ways and actions
give
of
it back to the street, bro.
When it comes to a lot of us black women, not able to have that trade-off.
You sitting there arguing with your girl about the clothes she wearing, working all the time. Give her back to the street.
But the likelihood of us
go
going
in the shop and
to get a
that
black
shit.
man of a culture or background or upbringing actually be detriment, or it would set us back in our eyes, because those men are going to be even more traditional than what we are accustomed to and used to the point to where, again, they view their women like property. See, black men, you guys would want a more traditional woman, but you guys are still in this state of mind to where you still value the woman, as a human being, as your quote unquote equal. You know, like y'all are able to be fair and balanced in that way, even though, you know, you desire a more traditional woman. But you're not going to degrade her and diminish her in the process. And that's where a lot of us get it messed up. We feel like because we are being submissive to our men, that means that they're going to be abusive of their power. Right? They're going to dictate and control us. No, that's what other groups of men do. That's what other cultures of men do. Black men extremely lenient, extremely understanding, extremely compassionate. So the likelihood of us being able to leave y'all behind and go somewhere else to maybe find somebody that reflects us or reflects you and have a better outcome, no, very slim to none. Thank you, Vibranium. He says the African American community is going to look a lot different in the next few years. Airplanes. But will it? Will it? How different will it look? Thank you, Jerome. How different will it look when black men are still going elsewhere to get black women? Now, I understand that you have a lot of black men going to different races and backgrounds and cultures of women that don't have a lot of melanin, if you know what I mean. But I'm also seeing a lot of brothers going elsewhere, getting chocolate sisters with afros and that slim and fit and shape, nice asses, everything. They're just embodying a lot of the characteristics that they're looking for. So how different will it look? You know? I'm just getting a better version of black woman. That's what you're seeing a lot of black men do. They're okay with being alone or having a rotation. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to lie to none of y'all. Thank you, Doggy. Miss Danica, sometimes I feel like a hoe for these modern day type women. It's pronounced as Doug G. Okay. Now, Doji. Okay. I'll get ready to zoom in and give you a lesson. I'm like, hold on. How? Okay, but I got you, Doji Skywalker. Okay. Give us 721 likes. We have messed up on so many levels. And again, you had a lot of brothers in my chat room during that said that they're not giving up on American black women. And again, I'm so grateful and appreciative of that. I hope that remains. I just hope that we're able to give unto a lot of you guys what you're looking for. You know, I hope that your fights and your working with is not in vain. Thank you, Daryl. Shout out to Jerome for becoming a channel member.
Yeah, I've never heard of this lady before. Never seen it before. This is my first time coming across her video.
But we're really messing up. Big shout out to, is it Nige? It says, not a gentleman, but a respectful man. To be a gentleman is an English custom. That's not part of the culture of Aboriginal people. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Because a lot of y'all are respectful men, right? So where it's like, no, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. No, I'm going to work with it. No, I'm going to be patient. No, I'm going to mold it. I'm going to shape it. I'm going to be... And what makes it so crazy, though,
I'm going to let her
Nike,
talk
is
for a
the
little bit
fact
more,
that
and then I'm going to go find somebody
so
that's similar
many of
to her.
y'all have taken your time and been so patient without walking away. Y'all have been kicked, punched, slapped, stabbed, slandered, the whole nine, and y'all are still here. A lot of y'all. But the threat is this. Even though y'all are still here, a lot of y'all are becoming way too comfortable with walking away and being by yourself.
All right, y'all.
So it's
I'm
not
gonna
this notion to where
I'm
it's
gonna go
like,
ahead
you know,
and
by even
stop
if I
this
have to
video,
follow
and
my
I'm
own
gonna go ahead
sword,
and see if I
I'm
can find another
still
perspective
going
of
to
maybe something on the
try to
same
make this
topic.
work. No. And a lot of us were thanking guys being that way forever. We wanted you guys to get to a point to where you saw a world or a reality or a life outside of us.